Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, December the 8th, 2022. Thursday, December the 8th. Uh, all about Diane. I'm sick of her, right? The only part that wasn't about her was, let's see, a teeny tiny bit where Jack is still tearing into Ashley, and Ashley's like, psh. She was pissed when she got up and found Diane made sure she stayed. She was on the couch having her morning cup of coffee. She was there. See, she wanted Ashley to see her. Otherwise, you would have got up in the morning and got on out, right? So Jack comes down. It's just like a regular happy family. And she goes, I hope you slept. Well, not much, but it was okay. I mean, and then she goes, you know what? He goes, well, I could go to take you to the office. And I'm thinking that's what she was wearing yesterday. And she goes, no, no, I don't want to like do the walk of shame. I've got to change my clothes. And Ashley's like, she goes, I wouldn't want people to talk. And Ashley comes down, talk about what? And then, oh, she finds out Diane spent the night there. Oh, Ashley was not having it. And Diane goes, well, I'm gonna go home, change and shower, and I'll see you at work, Jack. And she just kind of looks at Ashley as she walks by. Ashley's like, oh no, oh no. You had this woman sleeping up under the roof, under our roof. This is my house. And Ashley's like, no, this is the family house. No, no, right? And so then she goes, because of the danger you, Phyllis, and Nikki put her in, she didn't feel safe. See, Ashley wasn't thinking. Ashley should have said, wait a minute, Jack, you're forgetting something. This is a man she was involved with for years, really? Was it years? Probably was years. She was safe enough then, right? She was safe. Yeah, he may have, so she says, forced her to launder money to other countries, maybe, but he wined and dined her while they were there. She did not feel like her life was in danger at all, Jackie, you know. But anyway, Kyle comes in downstairs and Ashley's there. And Jack says, look, I'm getting ready to take care of the security detail here at the house. We're going to add more security and this, that, and the other. And then Kyle is like, good, okay, now do you need me to handle anything? Jack says, no, I'm going to handle everything. Jack leaves. Kyle tears into Ashley. And Ashley's looking bad, feeling that you put my son in jeopardy. I know you were involved with this. I may not have proof. And so she goes, it would be never our intent or my intent to put that little boy or anybody in jeopardy at all. And he goes, the man showed up at our door. So whatever your intent was is here, and it's dangerous, which is true. I mean, I always thought that was a bad idea. Let's bring a criminal to town. You don't know how many people he has killed, keeping the money laundering a secret. You don't know none of that, right? But let's bring a criminal to town. That was a stupid plan. But anyway, so she kind of feels bad, but she still doesn't say that, give him confirmation that she, Phyllis, and Nikki did it. And she didn't throw Phyllis under the bus. Well, Victoria and Nikki are at Crimson, and Stark comes in, and Nikki's like, Victoria's like, what? Who? She goes, that's Jeremy Stark. Who's Jeremy Stark? And so Nikki kind of whispers and tells, don't turn around, don't turn around. So they goes, let's go back to the office. So because yeah, I got to go over these reports. And so they hustle themselves out, and Stark is looking, but he doesn't know Nikki or Victoria, right? So they get to the office and Nikki tells the whole story. Victoria's like, you brought a criminal to town? No. She goes, Ashley and I were just deciding that no, that it was a bad idea. But I mean, we had planned for him to come just to get Diane out of town. But then we decided, no, it was a bad idea. But Phyllis had already run ahead and done it. And so she's like, oh no, this is going to be good. And so Victor comes in, and he already got a message that Jeremy Stark's in town. And he goes, my darling, I hope you had nothing to do with that. So she goes, no, I mean, Ashley, Phyllis, and I want Diane out, and we were talking about Jeremy Stark, but Phyllis went ahead and did it, you know? And he goes, oh my God. He goes, look, you sever all ties with Phyllis, period. She is bad news. She will get you. And so Nikki says, look, I am not going to throw Phyllis under the bus because me, Ashley, and Phyllis were in this together. Now, no, I didn't call Stark. No, Ashley and I had changed our mind, said, but Phyllis wasn't there. I was thinking, good, thank you, Nikki. She goes, Phyllis didn't know we had a change of heart. She says, and I just don't feel good about, throwing Phyllis under the bus. So he goes, well, I'm going to have to take care of this. I'm going to beef up security. And so Michael Baldwin was on his way. And he was going to talk to Michael about this and the whole 9 yards. But before Michael got the call, he was at Society with Lauren. They were eating breakfast, and Sally and Nick were there. But of course, Summer comes up wanting to speak to her father. And she lets him know how she just can't get behind Sally and this, and this. And you know what she's done to me. And he goes, people can change. And she goes, Dad, she just did this. What, a little over a year ago, year and a half ago to me. And then on top of all the things she did in LA, and he goes, look, you can't say you're without blame. And certainly your mother isn't. And I'm thinking, oh no, Nick, oh no. No, you don't. Because all this forgiveness and second chances, where does that go when it comes to your brother, Adam? Where's forgiveness and second chances, right? And he goes, look at how you tricked Kyle to marry you. So in order for you to give Lola her kidney. And she goes, Dad, I don't want to revisit that time of my, he goes, no, but that was, and I was thinking, oh God, what? For one thing, I did save a girl's life. Yes, I may have gotten what I wanted out of the deal, but I'm living one less kidney today, okay, that I donated to someone that I honestly necessarily didn't know. I knew of Lola. Lola and I weren't friends. I knew Kyle, so quote unquote, was falling for Lola. But this man came wanting a vital organ of mine. Okay, for this vital organ, we got to get a second try. See? But that doesn't compare to Sally Spectra, all the things she's done, and the blackmailing me, her and Tara Locke, to get me out of town, and the sabotage. No. So, but anyway, she just finds like, you know what, in her mind, I got too much going on in my life with my to just, this is like, he goes, ultimately, this is my decision. And she's like, you know what, you're right, Dad. You are right. And I will pretty much leave that up to you. That's just know I'm concerned. Just know that I am concerned, but I love you. You grown, please. Right. So she leaves, and then Lauren is talking to Sally and pretty much admiring Sally. Really saying, you know what? I kept track of what you did over there at Newman Media. You did a great job. And Lauren was pretty much offering her to come back to work with her. And Sally said, I'm just not going to go back into fashion. I'm going in another direction right now that I'm working on. But thank you, Lauren. Thank you that, she was happy that they could kind of bury that hatchet. And so Michael's like, well, forgiveness, whoa. And she goes, you know what? The conversation I had with Phyllis about letting things go, I realized there were some things I needed to let go of too. That's what that was about. And Michael's like, I'm impressed. But then he got a call from Victor and had to go. And then Sally comes down and sits there and talks to Nick. And, did they even say they were going to date? I don't know, because I fast forwarded it. I don't care. I don't care about Nick and Sally. I do know she said, what did you and Summer talk about? What did she say about it? Ugh. So ultimately, the juicy good part was at Jabot. Now, guess what Diane does? Diane throws in Phyllis's face that she spent the night at Jack's house. And Phyllis is like, oh, really? Yes, I did. With my family. And Phyllis is like, but it wasn't in Jack's bed because you would have been gloating about it. And she goes, don't be so vulgar, Phyllis. And we shouldn't discuss stuff like that here at work. My thing is, you brought up the fact that you spent the night there. What are you talking about? We shouldn't discuss this at work. And in my mind, I'm thinking, see, Phyllis should have had a recorder going on where she says, I was the last person Jack saw when he went to bed and the first person he saw when he got up. Jack come in, push play, and let him hear. I was the last person Jack saw when he went to bed and the first person he saw when he got up. So Jack could go to Diane and say, are you throwing my kindness up in Phyllis's face? Is that all this is? A means to get back and throw it up in Phyllis's face? Because remember, that's why he broke up with Phyllis. Because she was flaunting their relationship in front of Diane for Diane's benefit. But Diane can do it and it's okay. They make sure that Jack don't walk in and hear that, right? Writers. But guess who showed up at Jabot? Wow, brazen. All of a sudden you hear this, Diane, here you are. I thought I might find you here. And she kind of, and Phyllis looks like, oh, who's this? As if I don't know. Who's this? And he comes over and he's saying, she goes, what are you doing here? He goes, I'm looking for you. Thought I would find you here. Ooh, are you two friends? And they both answered no at the same time. No. And so Diane says, yeah, but I think you know Phyllis. I believe Phyllis is the one that contacted you and told you exactly where I was, right? She's trying to get information. And Phyllis is just looking. And he goes, well, you do. Your voice does sound familiar. And Phyllis goes, you know what? I guess I have one of those voices that sounds like a lot of other people. He goes, yeah, I mean, I can't say for sure it's your voice, but he was kind of like, but it could be like, it is my, yeah, it's you, and I know it's you. Okay, chick. And in my mind, I'm thinking, stupid Phyllis, you used a burner phone, but you didn't use a voice muffler. You didn't use a device to change your voice. Phyllis, you are cyber queen. What a rookie mistake did you make? I had to do a double take. I was like, no, she didn't. No, she didn't do that. Talk on a regular voice. So she goes, listen, you two, Phyllis, I have things to do. I got to go. So she crosses in front of Diane between Jeremy, and Diane turns, or she either goes, or she goes around the back of Diane. Diane turns and goes, Phyllis, can you just stay for a few minutes? There's some things that I want to talk to you about, Phyllis. Like, don't leave me alone with him. That's what Diane was doing. And you want to know what Phyllis said? No, I can't stay. I'm busy, or I've got things to do. And then she leaned over to Jeremy and she goes, nice to meet you. And he goes, Jeremy Stark. She goes, Jeremy. And then she looks at Diane like, suck on those rocks, chick. Yeah, deal with this. And she leaves. I was like, oh, good for you, Phyllis. You clearly see this woman begging you to stay, and you like, no, I can't. I'm busy. That was too good. Too good, right? So she goes, Jeremy, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't. This is my place of business. And he goes, so we have things to discuss. I don't care. He has the nerve to go to the couch that's there in the lobby, put his feet up on the couch, lean back, and said, I'm here to do some business. He goes, maybe I want to buy one of these perfumes. And he touches one of the bottles. She goes, Jeremy, get up. So she kind of like sweeps his feet so he could get, come. So she takes him in Jack's office. It's like, let me take you in the CEO of the main company's office, right? Diane has an office, but let me take you into that office. And she goes, you can't be here. This is my office. This is blah, blah, blah. And he goes, look, I'm out. You have something of mine. I want it back. And she goes, what? I go, no. He goes, you have my last shipment. It's millions or a million. He said, more than a million. I knew it was more than a million. I want my money. And so she gears up. She goes, well, it's gone. I spent it. And he looked at her and he said, that means nothing to me. You owe me my money. That's my money. And you're going to give me my money. Period. And she now kind of like, she came off of that, I spit. Oh, she didn't look like, oh no. And I'm thinking, yeah, oh. Not up in his face right now, huh? He's like, ain't my problem how you gonna get it, but I'm getting my money. And at that point, Jack comes into his office and he sees Stark. And he's looking at Diane. And she's like, looking like, So we'll see what happens tomorrow with that. But the way they had Jeremy acting, like even with the putting his feet up on the thing, and just how he didn't even have the suave sense not to give up his source in Phyllis saying, your voice does sound familiar. He's really a sleazeball. Jeremy might really be trouble. And we haven't had a trouble bad person, because Ashland Locke wasn't that way. He didn't turn obsessive where Victoria was concerned until the end. And that's only because he actually fell for her, right? This guy here is I don't know, down dirty sleaze kind of. Ooh, he might be something else that clean old Genoa City ain't used to. And you know what? I was trying to think, have they had a character like that? It used to be Kevin. Kevin Fisher was, Kevin was dangerous. Yeah. For a minute, before Michael turned good, Michael was dangerous too. But their dangerous was undercover dangerous. Jeremy, I think, is going to be overtly out there dangerous. That's going to be interesting how they're going to do his character. I can't wait. Now that storyline, everybody, is kind of interesting me. It really is. I'm interested with that, on how they're going to do Jeremy. let's do something a little different to keep us entertained. Because look, if they can't do something different to keep us entertained, that means all you guys gotta watch me make up stuff and entertain you, right? Let's go to Comment Corner. Comment Corner. Robin said, I think Nick will be a couple with Sally. Maybe Adam will be with Audra because Billy will lose Lily and be with Chelsea. Sharon will be with Chance. Also, Abby and Devon will get together. Could be. Those are some matches that are up in the air. Could be. Annette says Lily can do better. Poor Abby, another heartbreak. Something funny about Daniel family missing, but his mom missed the clues. No, he did say. Daniel did tell Phyllis. She finally came clean with her, and he said he and Heather are having problems. They're split up. And he decided to let Lucy go and spend time, be with her mother, because Heather is the only mother Lucy knows. No, Daniel said they're on the skids, right? And Annette said, Sally and Chance. Nah, I don't see Sally and Chance. Abby and now you're being funny, right? Sally and Chance, Abby and Tucker. Okay. And then Annette says, Daughter of Darkness. I don't know what that one, Daughter of Darkness is. Patricia says, you're right now. Now we know Audra is not Tucker's daughter or related to him. You are sure? We found that out, right? Audra, Abby, and Sally ought to start the best little whole house in Genoa City. And Nikki can play Dolly Parton as the role of Madam. Well, typically, I would say Abby really hasn't slept around with a lot of people. It takes Abby some time to get in the sack with somebody. Carrie Jo said Daniel is a wild card, too cocky for me. You know what? I'm wondering how are they going to make ultimately Daniel's character be? But Daniel's character was always a little cocky. He really was. He was always that eclectic kind of artist, walk to the beat of his own drummer kind of guy. Danny was, from what I can remember. And he is that way now. He's just more speaking his mind and really seeing that no, Lily and Billy are not happy. So why are you pretending, girl? LaShunta says, let me say this. Diane ain't that scared of that man. She wouldn't have spent his money. I'm sick of Billy and Adam. Adam's mad, but Thirsty Sally had breakup sex. He was inappropriate with Lily. Yeah, he made a flippant comment to Lily at Crimson. Audra and Tucker made me throw up on the inside. We now know they weren't a couple, but yeah, that just, to me on screen, Audra was not a love match for Tucker. They don't even look good together. They don't look good together. That wasn't. They just let us know, yeah, that ain't his daughter, but nah, they didn't. I hope Noah don't hurt Allie. When Adam's hurt, he lashes out. Adam can't help Chelsea because he's too busy getting drunk and chasing Sally. Lily did throw Chelsea a hint. That's why she wasn't answering Billy's calls. Yes, Lily subtly, honestly hinted, and it wasn't a hint. It was the way she was answering Chelsea's question, because Chelsea said, I'm sure that I have been a bother and an intrusion on you and Billy. And Lily said, Billy and I, she didn't say, yes, you have been. She did not. She said, Billy and I are both concerned with your well-being. Fortunately, you have a whole network of people to support you. It can't be Billy 24 hours a day. But you have Chloe, you have Adam, you have Sharon, you have your therapist as well. That's what Lily said. And that was honest. Bottom line, yes, Chelsea is going through something, but is Billy there for her, or should Billy even be there for her, the only one 24/7? No, he should not. No. So Lily didn't lie, say, take my man, please. Take him out. You want me to move him into the second bedroom? No. She reminded him of the whole circle. Just like when she was having that conversation with Connor about when you're feeling sad or someone upset you, she reminded Connor of the whole circle of people Connor had that he could talk to. So I am absolutely, I have, Lily said nothing wrong, in my opinion, nothing. As a matter of fact, Lily did not reach out to Chelsea to talk to her. Chelsea reached out to Lily and she answered her honestly. And actually, she didn't answer her completely honestly. She answered her sensitively, because honestly, it is getting in the way of Lily and Billy's relationship, honestly. And Lily held that part back. Seriously. So, Chelsea knew, she knows. She was asking her questions that she already knew the answer to. Are you taking up too much of Billy's time? Yes. Yes, she knew that. I don't know. Have any of us seen her go to therapy, or walking back in the door from therapy, or walking through Crimson Lights and Sharon saying, hey, Chelsea, how you doing? Oh, I just came back from my appointment with Dr. So-and-so. No. Have we seen Chelsea coming down to the coffee house saying, Sharon, you got a chance to talk? Or texting Sharon saying, Sharon, can you come up and talk? No. She just started distancing herself from Billy after the conversation, but that was not the norm. She's texting Billy late at night. Can you come on Connor's sleep? Can you come over here and have some coffee with me? And Billy looking up at Lily. Oh, that's Chelsea. She wants me to come over and have coffee. And I'm sitting here having coffee and dinner with you. She's like, oh, just go. Get out of here. Go. But see, now that Billy's going to be running face to face with Daniel. Oh, and now that Billy had her say, no, I'm not going to sit over here in this booth with you because I'm going to have dessert with Daniel. Billy got slapped in the face with that, because Billy would look at her and say, no, listen, Chelsea just texted me. I got to go. So there we have it. So anyway, that is it. Thank you for the comments on Comment Corner. Please subscribe to this channel. I keep forgetting everybody to say that at the beginning. I don't know why. I need to put a note on my monitor to say that first, because I have, oh my goodness, so many people, return viewers. YouTube will give you demographics. Hundreds of return viewers watching my videos, and the number of returning people is more than who subscribed. So you're returning because my videos are coming up in your algorithms, but you haven't pushed the subscribe button. Please subscribe. All right, everybody, I will be back tomorrow for Friday's episode of The Young and the Restless.